How these things get into my hands, I don't know. Okay, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Victoria, be honest. I am a mess queen. We'll see. We'll see.
Good morning, loves from London. I am starting my day with a very interesting thing. I am going for a hotter, fitter, richer girls walk. So I met this girl over the Instagram and she's organizing these very nice female gatherings where we collect 10,000 steps, having coffees or a drink of your choice, matchas, chit chat about what we do in London, what are our goals, and it kind of takes it over with being hotter, richer, fitter. So I want to show you just quickly my fit because I think for last few vlogs we've been talking about me trying to discover a new workout brand that I would love and I wouldn't feel disappointed as I feel with Alo. So honestly, in the previous vlog, you saw me trying at the store this brand from LA called Worry, and I absolutely adore. I still hate these. They should put them somewhere else, but maybe it's just a part of the branding. So I am wearing under just the Alo bra, just to have a bra. Then a Worry legging. This is in a color navy. This is my favorite cloud tilt from On, and this is just a Worry little cute t-shirt that is super soft and comfortable. I am going to have my first coffee before I leave to meet the girls, but I am very excited. I hope I will be not too shy to vlog a little. Sometimes I am a bit shy. I feel like, back in school. So, see you soon. Hello, my people. I'm thinking, where did I left you? I think I left you with my girls' walk in London. As you can see, I was too shy to vlog. Honestly, it wasn't even a time to vlog because we were having a very nice conversations. I had met a very interesting and different from a lot of different professions women, and it was a lovely time. We did explore a little bit of London. We were having a walk by a Thames River. Honestly, I'm so bad with the locations, so I cannot tell you where exactly we went, but I think if I will be available on Sundays, and I think I'm gonna be joining these walks more often. So we are back in Lithuania, as you can see, and it's officially almost my holiday. I have one more day to work with my patients at the clinic, and then I will be having a 1 month time off. I cannot believe, you guys. Today I went to have my nails. I did a little change. I just did a French manicure. I don't know, something happened that I wanted. And my nail lady, she said like, oh my God, you're gonna have a 1 month holiday. It's so nice that you can have it. And what I can tell you guys that this made me think that, oh my God, maybe I shouldn't. It's just like came as a guilt feeling. I knew that she didn't mean anything wrong by saying that. It's just my mind tricking me, saying that I don't deserve it. And I do deserve it. I want to put my health back together. I want to work out. I want to have my meals back. I want to have my routines back. I want to read books. I want to spend some time with my family, friends. I want to finish the things that I haven't. And I am thinking that definitely break from social media, like intense social media, will be needed. So before we go on a holiday, we're gonna have this vlog and another vlog of a year recap. So I will encourage you, if you want to find out anything, leave your comments under this vlog, or you can send it as a message on our Instagram. And a year recap video of YouTube we're gonna do questions answered. We're gonna do more deeper, not just a vlog of my week. What I'm gonna do right now, I just had a shower and I'm gonna put some glycolic mask on my face, and I just gonna show you a product that I was gifted by one of my clients. And honestly, sometimes when I get the products gifted by my clients or other brands, not all of those products stick with me, because some of them I don't find a way how to introduce into my routine. But this one I have been using in London, and I brought it back to Lithuania to use it while I'm here and having my holiday. Skin is clean, and you're supposed to use this product mainly on a clean, dry skin. So this is the active cleanser with a glycolic acid, and this is Optimum Derma. This is, I think, Lithuanian brand. This is made in Lithuania. And a client of mine, she brought me this product, and she said that I can use it as a cleanser, and once my skin adapts, I can leave it for a few minutes as a mask. So this is what I'm applying today, just to do like, you know, as a mask for like 1 or 2 minutes, a little bit longer. This is a glycolic acid cleanser, and that regenerates the skin. It removes all the dead skin, reduces pigmentation and wrinkles and roughness of the skin. So I have been using this for a while and I loved it. So this is glycolic acid with salicylic acid. So both of these ingredients really cleans my pores. I find it really great. Let me just apply it on my face. Since it's glycolic and salicylic acid together, it might be tingling, guys. So if you never used actives before, I think this brand has this 8% and it has 10%. So once your skin adapts, but I noticed that my skin is almost adapting, and you can see it instantly turning a little pink. So I love it because it really helps with breakouts, and it helps with my skin texture, and I feel that my pores are definitely more clean, definitely around the nose. I can tell. So just massage it as it says for 1-2 minutes. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think, overworked. I am tired. I did really lost all of my routines. I still go to have a personal training for biomechanics with my new PT. I still go to the gym in London. I still do Pilates, but I feel like I really cannot get back to my regular sleeping schedule. I go to bed pretty late, around 1 or 2 o'clock, which is very late for me. Yesterday probably around 2 o'clock, and then I wake up at 8, so you get 6 hours of sleep. So for me it's like, it's nothing that I used to get. I used to sleep for 8 hours. I can definitely feel the impact of that. And then my eating habits are really bad. Honestly, I have been eating chocolate for the past few days, and even this morning I started with a chocolate and coffee. And these issues need to be sorted, because I can tell how it's affecting my health, how it's affecting my mood. I mentioned you about H. pylori that I recently discovered, and all of these habits, they need to change. I'm not gonna give you fake promises or myself fake promises right now, but I'm gonna be trying to sort this all out. I'm gonna be trying my best to get my health, to get my routines, and to get myself back. 2 minutes with this, it's tingling, it's not very comfortable, and I'm gonna just wipe it. I don't want to leave it for too long, because I still feel that my skin and acids, it's just not completely perfect. Just a warm washing cloth that I love using to remove my masks. I think this is one of the best things that I got on Amazon. I have so many. I keep on washing them, and they're so great just to remove all of the leave-in products. One more time, I'm gonna just rinse it out and do one more pass just to remove a product smoothly. I feel like I want to apply a sheet mask, and I have these in my fridge. I think my family, when they were in Japan, they brought me this. This is
a big pack of sheet mask. This is a rice mask, and that's made in Japan. And since it's all written in Japan, I have no clue what this mask do. I love these huge packs. Sometimes when you don't want to unpack any fancy masks, this is just all that it does the job. I am a mask queen. I love masks. I think this is for me a quickest way get my skin back to the way I want it to be. Get the hydration back after the flight. I love it. Sip it like that, and I'm gonna make myself a tea and just leave it for a few moments. Mask is removed. I had a little refreshing time. I was about to vlog during that time, but then my friend, she just called me. She is a cardiovascular surgeon, and she gave me a lecture, like literally she gave me a lecture of how should I put my shit together, stop eating sugars, get my health back, and stuff like that. She's one of those doctors that she is very knowledgeable, and she's like a person who thinks outside the box. So as a cardiovascular surgeon, you would expect from her like being a very only directed towards the medical treatments, but she's so holistic and she is so well educated when it comes to holistic health, nutrition, your sleep cycles, your neuroscience, everything. So I had like a really amazing talk with her. Now I'm gonna finish my routine, and I even feel a little bit scared to show you what I'm about to do, because I am about to unpack another serum. Guys, how these things get into my hands, I don't know. But when I was in London, I knew that I am almost finishing my moisturizer. That was just like a little sample. And Tatcha as well is pretty gone. I think it's a very few drops left. And I feel like I want a little bit different moisturizer. So I went to get myself a Skinceuticals. I'm unboxing it with you. Skinceuticals P-Tox Moisturizer. I read that is really, really great, and this is kind of a wrinkle remodulating moisturizer with a tree peptide and zinc and niacinamide. It feels good for a summertime because it tightens the pores, make a radiant complexion, and it has non-greasy finish. So I was like, this is something that I would love to have for summer. Since I am a huge lover of the Skinceuticals Free Lipid Restore Moisturizer, which is like a more of the winter moisturizer, this gonna be my summer moisturizer. So I'm gonna be trying first time with you. And when I was like getting this moisturizer, I got a recommendation to take this P-Tox serum as well from Skinceuticals. And a lot of the beauty and skincare forums are really trying to compare these two products, like Allies of Skin Multipeptides with a P-Tox serum. So since I was like taking this, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try a P-Tox serum. And the P-Tox serum is as well wrinkle remodeling serum with peptides, and it really makes the skin more radiant and kind of making the lines to don't show and make that glass skin look. I have been reading about this product for a while and the reviews are great, but as I said, I haven't used it yet. First, few drops of Dr. Barber Sturm hyaluronic acid. This is so good, but I don't think that I will be buying it again if I cannot find any cheaper versions or if I cannot find any discounts online, because it's just so even painful to see how this product is keep on, you know, running out. Guys, I cannot wait to feel how much I don't know, feel a change of having my body in a set routine. Speaking of my conversation with my friend who is a surgeon, she said that, Simona, our bodies not meant to travel the way we travel. She travels a lot, I travel a lot. She said our bodies are made to just have a routine and just be at one place. Body loves to have the same routine, same environment. And she just touched a really interesting topic. She said our gut health, microbiome changes when you change environment, and you keep on changing your environments all the time. That's normal that your gut and your ferritin levels and all of your other levels not gonna be stable all the time. The lifestyle of being, you know, all over the places really affects, you know. Next thing, P-Tox Wrinkle Modulating Peptide Serum. Let's see. It's quite watery, definitely. The texture is not so serumy or creamy. It's more like a watery texture, but I already feel that I kind of love the application. It's nice. It goes very nice and smoothly with Dr. Barbara's Derm Serum. The smell is a bit weird. Now, same old, same MBR under eye moisturizer. And now is the time for moisturizer. Okay guys, this is a lovely, lovely moisturizer. The way it just melts in your skin, I approve. A lovely application. I feel like I wanna vlog in this seated position, just with a favorite candle. For Nasati candles, honestly, they are the best candles ever. I think the smell of them is just spreads so widely in the room, and you don't need to burn the candle all night long just to get that lovely smell. Sometimes I have to even blow the candle out because it's just overpowering. I was doing a little kind of organizing of my books that I got myself or I get some of them gifted. My plan is to just completely relax and have my time and finish the things that I haven't before. So I have so many books right now around me that are waiting for me to read them. So I'm gonna show you a little bit around what I'm reading at the moment with a sort of explanation why. And you always can follow me on a Goodreads app. I can actually share my Goodreads nickname. Then you can see what I'm reading at the moment. You can see my reviews. You can see what I'm planning to read in the future. And you can see what I have been read in the past. So at the moment I'm reading this kind of cheesy book. Maybe it sounds a little bit like a name, flashy, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. But I have been recommended to this book like years ago. And at one point, I think I ordered a book and I read the review about the book on Goodreads, and I saw a lot of bad reviews, and that's why I never touched the book and I never even start reading it. Why do I not gonna just find myself, you know? So right now I decided not to read too many reviews about the books, because about every single book, even the bestseller book, you can find something that the people didn't like. And I decided to read this book. And I am already on a page 125. And I think this book resonates me at this moment a lot. And I think it just depends what do you take out of this book and in what kind of context you take that information out. And let me explain. The story goes that two little boys, one of the boys has a poor dad that is like academically very smart, and he is a teacher, I believe, or something similar to that, and he has a pretty decent salary, but all his life he's struggling with money. And another boy has a rich dad, which is like, the rich dad is like having a company, a lot of people working for him, and he just has a really great finances. And the story tells how those two boys, they got bullied by a rich kids, and they cannot attend some events where the rich kids are going, and they decide to become rich. They go to the poor dad, and poor dad says that, oh, you need to get a good education, da 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 da. But you know, if you want to find out about money and being rich, go to your friend's rich dad and ask him questions. So the boys go to him and they ask him about his life lessons about money and finances. So the rich dad has the kind of the viewing of that you don't have to have the highest degree to know how to make money and how to manage your money, and the poor dad is more about all the education, safety, and so on. So the author Robert, who is actually that little boy back in the days, and he is the one who is the son of the kind of a poor dad, he kind of tried to learn the lessons from his friend's rich dad. And he speaks a lot about that highest education in university is not like a biggest like guarantee that you're going to be rich, that you're going to be wealthy. He speaks a lot about how people don't know how to manage them finances. And you know, in every single thing that he's saying, you can take it from the bad context and you can take it from the good context. So I bet a lot of people who left the review, they feel like, you know, kind of intimidated by him, that he's saying, oh, your degree doesn't matter, you know. And I think that maybe the book is not really written in a very high-end language. I would agree that it's written in a very kind of poor literature language. So it is one of those books that, you know, it's a fast read. But what I can take from this book, that for me, I think it's kind of great in a way, that a lot of people who make money, who make like a good money, they improve them qualities of the life so much that they still are in that rat race. And I totally agree with this author, because I think this is where I saw myself at one point, and I want to maybe a little bit explain this book because I'm currently reading it. Then the rest of the books I haven't read yet, but I'm just gonna show you what kind of books I selected for this summer. So education, let's say in my profession, is necessary. You cannot do such a thing as a medicine without having an education. So when he speaks about education, I think he speaks more about a business perspective. So you can do a multiple business where you don't have to have like a crazy education. But there is a certain professions that requires a very, very deep knowledge and a lot of years of studying. So I think this part we need to understand clearly and don't take like bits and pieces from the author. But that point of when people start to make money, and when they start to adjust their life to the money they make, let's say they make like say 5 times more as they used to, so they start to drive a certain car, like the car right now suddenly is upgraded. They start to upgrade all the places where they go. Instead of going to 4-star hotels, they start to enjoy 5-star hotels. Instead of flying economy, suddenly they flying premium economy, or they flying even business. Instead of wearing a Mango bag, they start to buy a Chanel bag, which is like 100 times more expensive, and even sometimes probably 1,000 times, not 100 times. And suddenly at one point, like, you made all of this money and you just bringing it, giving it back, and you are in that rat race. So I had a dream back in the years when I was like fully living and working only in UK, not moving between Lithuania and UK, just to make like a proper, like stable 2 to 3k salary. That was my goal, and I wanted always to have a stable salary. That was like probably, I don't know, I would say 7 years ago. And I thought that would make me happy, comfortable, and that would be enough. So I started to make that salary, and then I started to wear a better perfume. It was a more expensive perfume. I started to buy a more expensive moisturizer. Then I started to buy a more expensive handbag. Then I started to wear not Zara jeans. I started to upgrade my jeans to Levi jeans. And then I had the dream, oh my God, what about if I push myself so much that I can make some money for my dream Chanel bag? And I did that. Once I did that, I pushed myself to have my dream Hermes bag. And I did that. And do you get what is also saying about that rat race? Because it will be always something upgraded in your life and what people have that you don't have, and it can be a never-ending thing. So he teaches you before upgrading your life just to make the assets, not liabilities. This is something that you need to read, because even myself, I'm trying to understand what is asset, what is liability. So as he describes assets, so basically you try to put your money somewhere where the money kind of, without your persistent being there, makes money back. So he teaches a lot of that about investment. And this is something that I have been interesting for a while, and I would love to join some investing events in UK. I actually Googled myself already about all the female invest events in UK coming up this year in London, and probably this is something that I will do and I will try to attend, because I work with females, I work with women, and I'm not gonna lie, I notice beautiful things. This is something, I'm not from a very wealthy background back in the days, as I explained you in my previous videos, that the things in a childhood that I didn't have, let's say, a certain things or items kind of left me a little bit with the trauma of wanting to own certain items. But then the older I get, the more inner work I did with myself. I started to understand where it's coming from, and I can kind of little bit keep it in a neutral position, because myself, I wasn't that rat race, and I think I catch myself at the right time, because I was like, I always at work, I'm working my ass off to get this bag that I am not even wearing, because this is not my lifestyle. I am rushing to the airport most of the time. I am rushing to the clinic. I'm wearing a professional uniform. That bag doesn't look good with that. This is not my lifestyle. I'm not a fashionista, and just for me, proving the world that I can get those things put me in the position that I am in that rat race. I am overworked. I don't have time to rest, and I created this push of getting more and more and more. And I think every single person can make these things happen, because if you work a lot, if you're good in what you do, if you have a lot of clients, if you have strategies, if you're selling something that nobody else is selling, or if you really choose to the profession that you are into, people will always want to pay you. But then at that point, what do you do with that money? Because would you love to work all your life like that? Would you always be healthy and young forever? Would you always want to be in a, professional environment and probably, let's say, rather spend that one weekend off with the family? And that comes back to the books that I read in the past. One of them was from Morgan Housel, and he speaks of psychology of money. And that's as well one of the greatest books that I ever read, and that a little bit shaped my mind. And about having those things. I think something needs to be touched about having a luxury things. And since I have shown you many times a lot of luxuries in my life, and I have told you that not all of these luxuries come from me. They come from the family members that they have, and they live a certain lifestyles, and they invite us into those lifestyles. And sometimes it's nice to be in it, but about the luxury, this morning it just came a realization in my mind about luxuries, about fashion, and about style, because it was a very interesting thing that happened this week. I know that a lot of us women, we want to have a certain things that is trendy, that is fashionable, and so on. So this week I have met four different women. One of them was 30, then another woman was 40, and two of them was above 50. And all of the four women that I have met this week, they had this jacket from Saint Laurent. It's like a bomber jacket that is at the moment a very trendy jacket because of the Hailey we were wearing that, I think, in one of those ads of Saint Laurent. And all of the four women, they styled themselves so nicely with, black capris and that Saint Laurent beige kind of bomber jacket from 90s. And I was like, they paid for this thing above 2K. And I met them the same week, four of them in my room, all with the same jacket. And I was like, is this style? Is this luxury? Is this desire? Is this what? That we all want to look like or have a certain things? And the more I see those luxury items right now when I live and work in Chelsea, the less I desire them. I would say when I was in Lithuania more, spending more time here, when I didn't see these things, I didn't see any Hermes bags and stuff like that, I was really dreaming about those things. But the moment you see those kind of luxuries too much, you understand that this is just the things. This is no unicality. This is probably an amazing market. And probably I got my head turned more when I see somebody with a very interesting style in London. And you can see so many people who have that certain style, and you look at them and you would never guess about what kind of designer way they are wearing. So I am happy in a way that I kind of switched my mindset, because before I was all about owning those fancy items and owning that luxury fashion and kind of proving that I can have the same things as you girls have. And that came from a personal trauma. And since I understood where did it came from, honestly now I don't care. I can wear a random tracksuit. I can wear something very old. I can wear something that belonged to my mom or my mother-in-law. She gives me always with the most beautiful stuff, and I feel very unique actually with those. And I can wear something that is cheap, but it's comfortable. And I don't mind fitting right now the label. But if I would have, okay, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Victoria, be honest. Okay, if I would have all the money in the world, and if I would have like so much money that I cannot even, think should I buy this or not, would I buy that Saint Laurent jacket? Because that was a beautiful jacket. It's just four of them with the same jacket. I don't know. Maybe I would find something more unique, there is so many expensive things that I would buy. Let's say if I would have all the money in the world, what I would probably buy a beautiful cashmere Hermes coat, which is like crazy expensive, because that would be a timeless piece. Then I would buy a beautiful leather jacket as well from Hermes. Then what I would buy as well, I don't know. Then maybe I would hire a stylist who would help me to discover the line, how I look the best. But, it's very important in all of these conversations to be honest. and don't flex that, oh my god, I'm so awakened, you all girls with your Chanels, you look so stupid. I still have them. I still feel good that I just, you know, proved myself that I can have them, that I can work my ass off and have them. Well, then I am very happy of my brain that it doesn't constantly sit and think, how should I buy another item, or how should I make money for another Chanel or Saint Laurent bag. And yeah, it's just like, you know, open conversations happening between of us. So I am happy that I'm reading this book. It's not a high literature book. I think the rule of my moms fit all the way. She said every single person can teach you something good. So I think this person is definitely teaching us something good. You cannot take everything from that book, but there is a things that definitely would implement in your life if it's the right moment, you know. So moving to a next book. The next book is in Lithuanian, but I'm gonna tell you this is a dopamine nation. I wanted to get this book for a long time, and somehow I thought that I already read it, but I think I have watched so many YouTube reviews about best books that I think this one was included many times. That's why I felt like, oh my god, I've read this book, but I didn't. So this is a book about basically about pleasures and pain, and it's just kind of advices how to find balance in between two things like pleasure and pain, and don't get into, you know, deadlines in between of them. So it speaks about money, it speaks about drugs, food, about gambling, about shopping, about games, about sex, about social media, and about Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and what is exactly giving your dopamine levels that rush and push. So I wanted to read this book in Lithuanian because I did felt that I am a very much into a dopamine when it comes to sugar and when it comes to scrolling, and I have addiction of reading too much information. I am a Reddit completely rat. I just get into every single topic, like a random topic, and I'm looking forward to read this one. Then I went into really cute library close to my home, and I got this book, and I have no clue what is this book about, but sometimes I just love to have a cute little book in my handbag. So this is a book, Bullshit is a Greater Enemy of the Truth Than Lies Are. I don't know what is this book about. Zero clue. Sometimes I just love taking a book like that and just read it. It fits in any bag. If I'm sitting waiting somewhere, I can just stop scrolling, you know, on my phone, like waiting for, I don't know, hair appointment, dentist appointment. Like I have 10 minutes, I am in the pages. I don't need to be in my phone. I get a lot of my books at the airports because I usually love to go to the airport a little bit earlier, get my coffee there, and just scroll around the magazines and books and just grab a book. So this is kind of my ritual to get the book at the airport, and I love that. And this is the book that I got at the airport, and this is The Power of Now. It's kind of sounded like something that we all need, and it was said that this is one of the Oprah Winfrey best books ever. But then when I started to read the book, I was like, oh my god, will I have to complete this book? Because one friend of mine, she said, like, there is a very wrong saying that once you started, you must finish. He said, never feel bad not to finish and force the things that you don't want to. And that was about the books. So she said, don't force yourself of reading something that you truly don't enjoy and you feel a lot of resistance. So with this book, I feel so much resistance. I'm gonna keep it as the last one, And probably I'm gonna read, because right now I read about, I don't know, like I read about 20 pages and it didn't get me in, but I will give it a try, 20 more pages, but not this time, a little bit later after all of these, and see how it goes. And if it catches me, it catches me. If it doesn't, I'm not gonna read it. By the way, I did that mistake. I double checked the reviews and people are saying that they find the same experience as I do. Second book that I have is Invisible Woman. It's a data bias in a world designed for men. Invisible Woman is a game changer and uncompromising blitz of facts, sad, mad, bad, and funny, making an unanswerable case and doing of brilliantly. The ambition and scope and the sheer originality of Invisible Woman is huge, no less than the story of what happens when we forget to account for half of humanity. We'll see. We'll see. I wanted to read something beautiful and casual, and that's Great Gatsby. And this is what I will be reading on one summer evening, probably by the lake, catching that summer breeze with the tea in my hand, dog on my side. But yeah, Great Gatsby, you don't need explanation about this book. This is a very classical, the supreme American novel. And I'm gonna read this when this book gonna, I don't know, catch me on the best circumstances. Next book that we have, I got it as a gift. And I'm very excited to read this book. I saw that a lot of people are reading this at the moment. This is called Start With Yourself. And that was my birthday gift from one of my close friends. And it's a new vision for work and life, Emma Grede. And this is a book from Emma Grede. She is a co-founding partner of Skims. And I really wanted to read this book because I saw a lot of good reviews. So as well, keeping this read for as well one of those evenings when I want to be inspired. Then few recommendations that I have seen by others people's feed. So one recommendation from the guy I follow, and he just said that this book changed his life. And this is a Green Lights, and that's Matthew McConaughey, and we have known that he's such a good storyteller. So this is a book of kind of his life, and this is a story of his life and how to have a meaningful life, how to be more. And I don't want to really spoil too much, but if you would look on Goodreads, this book, Green Lights, I think it's a very, very high reviewed book. A lot of people say that they have enjoyed this book. Then, since I just recently finished my book, my story by Carola Radziwill about Kennedy's, her life and her friendship with Caroline Bassett, I got hooked by Kennedy's stories. And I was at the airport, so I got my hands on the Kennedys and the Windsors. So what can be better? It's my English loves, and this is my American loves. And I'm gonna read this book, the story of the two dynasties, one born, one made. That sounds interesting. The story of the two iconic dynasties, the Kennedys and the Windsors, whose glamour and ambition define an era. And the last book, no, there is a thing about when people recommend you book and they say, oh my god, this book is the best. Do you take recommendations from everyone? Because I don't. Honestly, I have to really like the person first of all. Then I have to really like their point of view in life. Then I really have to, we have to match, like our values has to match. And then I will trust them book recommendation. So I spent as well with one of my close friends and team members of Zinc Skin a day when we filmed the content and asked her what is her favorite book. And she recommended this book. and this is in Lithuanian, so it's Remain Gary. This is a very iconic book because this is his, I think, one of his best books ever written. He was, I think, raised in Vilnius. I want to read this book so bad because a person who recommended this book said that this is the best book she have ever read. And this is about his childhood, about his young days, about his mother's love, about reality checks. I am really looking forward to read this book. So I think I'm the most excited of reading this one and this one. Two different recommendations, one from the guy, one from the female. So these are my top two priorities. Then I'm gonna read Start With Yourself. Then we're gonna catch a beautiful romantic summer evening, and then we're gonna complete the rest. And if I would read all of these books this year, I don't think that it's manageable this summer. I don't want to rush it. I will be so proud of myself because I have already read 6 books this year, and knowing my busy schedule, I feel proud. Honestly, I feel proud, guys. If you like any of these videos where I speak about what I read, and if you want to look again into my Goodreads app, let's become friends on another social app. And yeah, guys, thank you for chit-chatting with me. I'm gonna have a sip of tea, and I'm probably gonna go finish my Robert Kawasaki book about money and career. So lovely to have you here this evening. I have finished my day today, full of patience, and it's officially my summer holiday. This is the first time in my life that I am taking a full month of August off. So I will be packing for a little trip. I'm not going anywhere abroad. I'm just going to the seaside in Lithuania called Nida, and I'm going with one of my best friends. So I'm gonna try to pack few outfits. Honestly, I am so pale. I cannot even describe you. You can see my veins already, but we're gonna put some self-tanner mousse later. But by meaning that I'm so pale, when I'm so pale, I feel that nothing looks good on me. So I don't know, will I show you the outfits like in the full looks, but at least I'm gonna show you what did I got, because I grabbed few stuff from Massimo Dutti, and a massive bag from Mango came today, and I hope I already forgot what did I order, so we gonna have a look together. I love Mango. The recent purchases from Mango that I got for my Malaga trip was so great, so we will see if any of these fit. We're gonna incorporate in our looks. Okay, one of the looks that I really like, and this is what I really wanted, this is khaki trousers, and I think the trousers are from Mango called Clemens, so size 40. I feel like I still have a room, you know. I love when it's not like, you know, extremely tight. This is just a simple tank top, and it's not black, it's brown, it's a dark brown, and these are so cool. I really wanted something with a heel. So shoes from Mango. This is from Mango. This is the old belt, but I'm gonna find you a link because I got it when I was in Yellowstone. And this is the top from Massimo Dutti dark brown tank top. One of the outfits we have. It will look good, I think, just holding this Loro Piana bag. We're gonna remove the long strap, but I think that would be looking great. But I'm just thinking, what should I put on top of my shoulders if I feel like it's gonna be cold, you know. Very beautiful option with a different belt. So this is called Déhanché, and I got it at Montmartre when I was in Paris, but you can get it at the Net-a-Porter, and I think you can get it on my Theresa as well. I love this belt, but the previous one, I don't think that you can get it so easily online, because that one was just bought at a specific store and it's called Colleen Cordeo. I like how these capris are back. This is a little bit too big for me because they just sliding down. I like how does it look, but I'm thinking, will I ever gonna wear it? I don't think so. The top is lovely. I don't know how good would be the quality, but about this outfit, I'm gonna tag the details if you're looking for this 90s vibes. A very soft and lovely Massimo Dutti jeans that I just got 2 days ago. So Massimo Dutti jeans, Massimo Dutti top, so soft, so nice. I really love how these jeans are looking from the back. I love the wash, and I love it with a Kate belt. You can wear it without it, you can wear it with it. They're all too long for me, obviously, so that's why I'm pairing them with this heel. I don't know what I'm gonna do, because obviously I'm not gonna wear heels all the time, because even if it's a short heel, it is a heel, so we'll see. I am keep sending every single outfit picture to my sister, and she is giving me, oh, this one yes, this one no. Who cares, girl? We love it here. Like, I really am obsessed with the cargo trousers, and these ones are from Massimo Dutti. I think these I can wear with the flat shoes. I think it's gonna look good with this kind of top. I'm gonna try with another top. So this is again Mango. This is from Massimo Dutti. I love them. I don't think that they even need a belt. I just like how easygoing they are. The only thing that I am so bad with layering, so I don't know what would look good. Loro Piana sneakers, same Massimo cargo trousers, then a Mango top, and this is just a hoodie I own, so this is probably how I would wear it in the evening, if later on we have a walk, we sit to eat somewhere, and suddenly we feel cold and we need to put something. So this is one of the options as well. I feel so bad to show you these looks when everything is not steamed, but this is as well can be like an easygoing day look. I am so obsessed about these tank tops all of this season. I just find them on myself, just holding everything so much in places, and just, you know, putting this, I would probably pair it with a light Loro Piana bag. Let me see. That would be one of the options. Again, Massimo trousers, Loro Piana sneakers, Loro Piana bag, tank top from Massimo Dutti, that's from Mango. Expensive, affordable. Yeah. And pairing with the beautiful sunglasses, I think the outfit can be really, really live. I wish to know how to play with the jewelry. I just wear my diamond studs, my wedding ring, my engagement ring, and that's it. But the more I look to the funny jewelry or like funky jewelry, the more I want it. But then I feel like, why would I invest so much in timeless pieces and then end up buying a jewelry from a different designers? But maybe I should, you know, apply a few different ways in my wardrobe. But yeah, I think I kind of sorted out all of my, you know, looks almost. I cannot believe that I just randomly got the trousers from Mango, and they are so great. Let me see, what are they called? This is new color. They are so great, and by the way, it's a size 38. I got myself 40 and 38. Definitely keeping these for autumn. I think they're gonna look so great with some jacket on. These Mango shoes, I think they are dupes for those famous shoes from Miu Miu. And my sister, she just came other day with these shoes, and they are the most comfortable shoe ever. Look how they are stretchy. I got them because they're cheap and they don't have any logos hidden inside, and they are super comfortable. I'm thinking of taking my cowboy boots, but I don't know, will I need it? This little lady, she's trying to say something. You're gonna take a beach bag as well, same old bag from Mango, and I packed all of my SPFs. I don't know, guys, do you know? but my favorite SPF is all time from Estederm. So for our face, we're gonna have two options. We're gonna have both are honestly chemical SPFs. I will be trying my best to move to more organic versions, but these are so easy to apply and they just look good under the makeup. So ultraviolet, I lost count how many times I repurchased this one. This is a very popular sunscreen and I had it before. It's called Birch Juice. This is a Korean version and I love this one. Then the best so far body SPF is definitely from Institute of Estederm, and all of my clients who have been recommended by me to get this one and they have been using this, they say that they get the most beautiful smooth tan, and honestly you can spray it on your hair too. So if you have highlights, if you want to protect your color, this is the best. And this is the After Sun Cream. I am so pale, guys, that I just applied a tanning mousse. So that's why I look a little bit dirty right now. I'm just waiting until it sinks in. And I'm gonna go wash myself. I cannot sleep with the tanning products on top of me, even if I know that if I would get probably a nicer tan, but I cannot. This smell, I haven't found a product that the smell wouldn't be, you know, something that I would feel. I do look like absolute mess and I'm sorry about the dust on my mirror. I cannot wet my hands right now and I wish to clean it, but I cannot. So yeah, I have put that tanning mousse. I don't know, can you tell the difference between face and neck? But it's gonna give me a very nice soft glow, and then the rest of the products, they're gonna just lay nice up. I'm gonna show you what kind of product I'm always using. This is this one from Saint-Tropez. Not too expensive. You can get the tan in a 1 hour, 2 hours or 3 hours. I love to apply just with this little, I don't know, how do we call this? It's just a glove. Yeah, I need to wash it, but this is just amazing products. It's been a pleasure having you here, and a next vlog I'm gonna be probably more with my rested face. I hope at least that it's gonna be a rested face. I feel very excited to have this month only for myself, sorting out my sleep, sorting out my workout routines, sorting out things that I was like pushing away because I haven't had enough time. So thank you for being with me and see you at the next vlog.